I'm George Flynn. I'm a physician from Tennessee, and we have a blog called recreatingamerica.com. Come on over to the blog, and you can see this idea and other ideas, and we want your opinions also. What I'm concerned about is the field of candidates running for President of the United States. We see more and more candidates coming out, and we were getting their opinions. We are seeing infighting already, and I'm worried that we don't have the leadership for the President of the United States that we need. No, we're electing the President of the most powerful nation in the world. And also the United States is the leader of the free world. So we must go about this task with all sincerity and with all solemnity. Leadership is difficult to define because it's ever evolving, ever changing. The old model of leadership is broken. And I'm constantly looking for new ways to invent, to show people what true leadership is in this day and time. You know, things change, electronics change, all kind of communication changes. Leadership needs to stay with that change, so that it applies to this day and time. We need leadership that we can feel, touch, that communicates with us, that we can hear. John Quincy Adams said, he was our 6th president, and he defined leadership like this, and it still holds today. If your actions inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, to become more, then you are a leader. Now, what about you? What if your actions, do they inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, to become more? Well, if they do, then you're a leader. But does our leadership today that's running for the President of the United States fulfill any of these criteria? Now, this day and time, our leadership asks less and less for us. And it will not challenge us as a nation to do anything except follow them directly into mediocrity. Typical things that come out of their mouths are, it's just not fair. We've got to level the playing field, or we've got to regulate this group so another group has an equal shot at doing this and that. Well, that to me is just backwards. That is holding down excellence in order for mediocrity to have a chance at winning. The world is fixed, it used to be said, not to keep the strong from winning, but to keep the weak from losing. And that's what we need as America. That's why we become great. You know, I don't think that's why we're here. I don't think that's why America became great. Why are we not asking more of our people, not less from our people? It reminds me of a story that happened when I was about 10 years old. I was taking an adult education class in radio theory, becoming a ham radio operator, and I was the only young person in the class. Well, I had studied and I understood the concepts, and I would ask appropriate questions, but they were complicated. The teacher of the class asked me to stay after one day, and he asked me to slow down with my studies and asking complicated questions, because the adults were feeling like this kid was showing them up and they didn't understand the theory. And so he said, would you please just slow down and let the adults catch up with you? Later in life, I asked myself, wouldn't it have been better if the others in the class, the adults, had been asked to do more to keep up with me rather than me slow down so they could catch up? What if we had all played and worked at a higher level? Just like John Quincy Adams said, if your actions are inspiring others to dream more and to do more and to be more and to become more, then you're a leader. Our candidates for President of the United States are asking us invariably to do less. Look what we can do for you. That's not leadership. I think that leadership model is not appropriate anymore. We've had it for a while, and look where it's brought us. I think our next president of the United States' new job is to demand more of us. You know, John F. Kennedy put us into going to the moon within a decade, and we got there. He said, ask not what your country can do for you, but do what you can do for your country. Look, we can go to the top. We need to go to the top. To do that, we've got to ask people to help, to pitch in. So if you're a leader and I'm a leader, we're all reluctant to do so these day and time. Most great leaders are kind of reluctant to do so because people just don't want to do things. They don't want to ask people. I want you to go out and I want you to demand more of yourself, more of your kids. I want you to have them work and play and exercise at the level they need to. I want you to demand more and more of your peers, of the people you work with, and the people you surround yourself with. And you'll see that they'll raise their level. And everybody benefits. That's a world I'd like to live in. I don't want to live in a world and I don't want my kids or grandkids to live in a world that has to reduce itself to mediocrity. So that rather than somebody winning, we have to bring them down so that the mediocre feel like they're equal. Well, the mediocre can bring themselves up to the level of the winner. Your job is to demand more of your leaders. You want a true leader? Ask for more. Ask for more of the people from the United States. You know, our nation is full of good people. We can do anything we put our mind to, but we just need a leader to ask us to go where we need to go to become the world power again. Our leaders need to have faith in us. What they're basically saying is, we're not going to ask you anything because we don't have faith that you can do it. No, we're up to the challenge to become the world leader that we've always been in the past, and properly led, we can become in the future. I'm George Flynn. Come on over to the website, recreatingamerica.com. That's recreatingamerica.com. We want your input. We want to see leadership, and we want to show leadership that we're ready to follow them to their dreams and aspirations, because those are our dreams and aspirations too. Thank you.